two things. One, pro-life.
One, you are
Green is the color of life.
Green-minded.
Makikita mo yung environment natin, dahon, green yan. It also symbolizes wealth. Kasi green box yan. Kaya ako ay pro-USA. Dahil sa nangyayari ng kaguluhan dyan sa Middle East, mag-uusap na raw yung Philippine government at saka Chinese government for possible joint exploration in West Philippine Sea. Most likely, baka magkaroon na rin ng joint fishing expedition sa West Philippine Sea. So, dadalhin natin yung fishing expedition dyan sa house. Dalagyan na natin doon sa West Philippine Sea. Doon, yung fishing expedition sa West Philippine Sea will be legal and legitimate. Ngayon, bakit ako pro-USA? USA, USA, USA. United Sara ako. Well, anyway, meron bang karapatan ng ordinaryong mamamayang katulad ko o katulad natin dito sa nangyayaring impeachment proceedings ngayon sa House of Representatives? Are we a party in interest here o si BP Sara lang? Well, two things you have to remember. There are two kinds of impeachable officials. One group are the elected officials, president and vice president. The others are appointed officials, justices of the Supreme Court, ombudsman. Yan yung mga impeachable Constitutional Commission, COA, etc. Lahat yan appointees. But if you are talking of the president and the vice president, all of us here are on trial. So we are a party in interest here because our being a sovereign people, nakalagay sa Constitution yan eh. Doon pa lang sa preamble, we the sovereign Filipino people. So how do you define being a sovereign Filipino people? Then you go to Article 2, Section 1. Sovereignty resides in the people and all government authority emanates from them. What's the manifestation of sovereignty? Then that is election. Election. That's why we are called the representative democracy. So whether you voted for Sara Duterte last election or Bongbong Marcos, then you are a party in interest here. Because if Sara Duterte is impeached and eventually convicted, she will be removed from office. Then we are deprived of our right, being sovereign people, of having elected her to be our vice president. That's why we are here. I am here not just because I am a lawyer who understands a little bit about law. I am here sitting here in front of you para ipaliwanag yung karapatan nating mga ordinaryong mamamayang Pilipino na pag ang tinatanggal o i-impeach natin ay presidente, vice-presidente, we have the sovereign right that will be affected by the outcome of these proceedings. Kaya, alam po, yung kanilang ginagawa ngayon sa House of Representatives, hinahayaan ko, ako'y natutuwa. Sa totoo lang, yung kanilang pinaggagawa ngayon dyan sa House of Representatives, which is a blatant violation of the provisions of the Constitution as stated by Attorney Bondoc a while ago, on Article 11, more particularly Section 3, and Article 3, which is the Bill of Rights. So, meaning, we have a possible actionable suit that we can file before the Supreme Court for the House of Representatives abusing its authority, resulting into lack of jurisdiction of what they are doing and an unconstitutional act. So any one of us here can file the corresponding petition before the Supreme Court to question the actions of the House of Representatives. And we are a proper party in interest. Meron tayong personality to file the necessary action. I have been in Congress for so many years. I was there in 1987. I saw the impeachment of Erap there. I was involved in somehow. I was also involved in the impeachment of then Chief Justice Davide as consultant of the Office of the Speaker. Give advice to the leaders of the House of what to do. Sumunod po dyan yung impeachment ni GMA. Ilang beses po yung may final dyan. then the impeachment of Merceditas Gutierrez, impeachment of Andres Bautista, and Sereno. All these impeachment cases that were filed in the House, I was able to be part in whatever capacities. No? Ngayon, going back to the integrity of these impeachment proceedings, tama yung sinabi. Only the Senate has the sole power to try and decide cases of impeachment. When you say try or trial, there's no distinction of maxi trial or mini trial. Basta trial yan. Yung mini skirt lang yan. Magandang pagpurin yan. Pero, there's no such thing as mini trial. Saan yan naka-invento ng gano'n? Now, if they are going to again define what they're doing as, well, it is akin. Ayan, yung salita akin yan. Akin. Okay. Similar to a preliminary investigation before the office of the prosecutor. Or maybe we can say inquest proceedings. Kasi kami mga trial lawyers, dinaanan namin yan. So summary lang talaga ang pinag-usapan doon. Whether it's an inquest proceedings or preliminary investigation before the office of the prosecutor, then the only things to be considered by the prosecutor would be what? The complaint affidavits, and the affidavits of the witnesses if there are any, and the counter affidavit of the defendant or respondent, or the real pieces of evidence that have been recovered. And if these are sufficient, then they will file the corresponding information in court. Yun lang gagawin. Hindi pwedeng magkaroon ka ng tawagin ng piskal kung sino-sino yung mga wala naman silang participation that they have not filed any document in form of affidavit. Because that is fishing expedition na yun. Fishing expedition yun. Yung ginagawa nila ngayon, okay, dapat pagbasihan lamang nila. They have already determined yung substance is there. Compliant daw. So, compliant ba yung complaint? Compliant ba doon sa mga attached affidavits? Ngayon, kung meron silang clarificatory hearing, tawag ko yan, hindi trial. They have to clarify those provisions or those allegations in the affidavits that were filed by those potential witnesses or by the complainants. Then they can conduct a hearing. Clarify nyo nga ito. What do you mean by this? That is clarificatory hearing. But if you are going to start issuing subpoena to people who are not mentioned in the complaint or who have not submitted any document or affidavit, that is violation already of the provision of the Constitution on trial. Trial na kasi yan eh. No, sabihin mo mini trial, ano mini trial? Kung pagkakait ba yan sa maxi trial o trial? Pareho lang na trial yan. And remember, any incidents or any other action related to trial, which is the sole power of the Senate, and if this is undertaken by the House of Representatives, it is unconstitutional. It is just not unconstitutional, it's also done with great abuse of discretion amounting to lack of jurisdiction. Nung binasa ko yung answer ad cotellam ni BP Sara, I was so proud of her lawyers. Magaling sila. They know what they are doing. They know their law. They have to answer it, but it's ad cotellam, meaning to say as a precautionary measure without waiving the right to object on anything related to the unconstitutionality of the complaints or the proceedings that will take place in the House. So ngayon, ang ginagawa nitong Committee on Justice, insisting of issuing subpoenas. Pero sila kasi sinabina pa ng abogado. I heard, these are all violation. These are all violation of the sole power of the Senate in a trial. No? Hindi naman na ito kasi committee hearing lamang ng in order to, what do you call that, pass a law. No, not anymore. This is a hearing, not in aid of legislation, but a committee hearing to determine if there is not just a mere probable cause, But if there are evidence that would warrant the findings of the Committee on Justice to go up to the plenary and for the plenary to decide and then transmit the matter to the Senate. Ganun lang kasimple yung impeachment proceedings. They are trying to complicate things in a way, kung sinabi ni Attorney Parras, ni Congressman Jing, because sabi nila, Sarsuela ito. Sabi ni Attorney Topacio, kangaroo court. No, don't use kangaroo court. That's going to be an insult to the beautiful kangaroo. I love kangaroo. I've been to Australia many times and they're so beautiful. So don't don't compare the Committee on Justice as a kangaroo court. It's an insult to the kangaroo. Or even, let's say, sinabi, muro-muro lang yan. No. Don't use again that moro. It's an insult to our Muslim brothers and sisters. No? Hindi pwede.
Yan, tama yan.
No? Ang ginagawa nila doon sa House of Representatives, purely political. They would want to put the Vice President in a bad light in the eyes of the public because she is the most trusted, popular public official of the land now, despite all their efforts to destroy her for the past 2 years. Hindi nila mapababa yan yung kanyang trust rating. And, you know, if you read the decisions of the Supreme Court, the 2025 decision, the motion for reconsideration of 2026, klaro, sinabi ng Supreme Court, this impeachment is not only political, it is also legal process. And when you talk of legal process, the main basis of looking at the legality or illegality of the proceeding is what the Constitution provides, because the Constitution is the supreme law of the land. It is the fundamental law of the land. So anything that is contrary to Article 11 in relation to the Bill of Rights is unconstitutional, therefore it is illegal. And what they are doing right now, it is illegal. May nagtanong din sa akin, paano yung sabina? Pag pinadalhan ka ng sabina ng Committee on Justice, if they are not going to, if the one that is being addressed to would not attend, can he or she be cited for contempt? Well, for sure gagawin nila yun. Ikaw contempt din na yun. Mapapa-aristo pa nila. But would that be a legal action of the House? No. It will be unconstitutional. It will violate due process, the right of that person. Because here it's no longer just being a resource person na papatawag mo siya para magbigay ng kanyang opinion, nalalaman niya tungkol sa isang batas na nakabimbing, panukala na nakabimbing in order to be passed by the committee. Ito hindi na Itong Committee on Justice here is acting not just a mere committee of the House that is going to pass pieces of legislation, but eventually it will become the body that will prosecute these impeachment proceedings in the House. So tama rin yung sinasabi na it is similar to the preliminary investigation or inquest proceedings. Then so submitted yan. Sige, I admit, similar, but it's not the same. But you cannot go beyond what is allowed and authorized in a preliminary investigation or inquest proceedings. Because going beyond that would be violation of the Constitution. So yun lamang po yung aking maikling paliwanag po sa inyo.